a trust fund to grind, a dropout of that. Parallel paths always got each other's back. Separate journeys, shared routes for my homies.
Late afternoon light spilled across Maya's cafe when Elena saw him, the familiar shadow that used to stand between her and her own life. He hadn't been invited. He never needed an invitation. He followed the breadcrumb trail of her routine, insisting that love looks like showing up unannounced. For a heartbeat she felt the old squeeze in her chest. Memories surfaced fast, the rules that crept in one by one. Don't work so late, don't miss my calls, don't say no. The messages that started as concerns, then corrections, then cages. He called it caring. It felt like shrinking. Court prep cut short because he demanded proof of attention. Pages left unread. Arguments that ended only when she surrendered. Confidence that once filled a courtroom reduced to whispers at the kitchen table. Today, in the quiet clatter of cups, Elena remembered why she walked away. She remembered the night she packed her boundaries and left them by the door like armor. The first brief she finished at midnight without apology. The first win that didn't need permission. The steady rise that followed when no one was timing her worth. He stepped closer, voice soft, promise heavy. I've changed. I miss you. Let's start over. Elena lifted her eyes and met his plea with something steadier than anger, clarity. No, she said, not loud but whole. Not a question, not a debate, a complete sentence. Outside, the street hummed with ordinary life. Inside, the barista called a name, a cup warmed her hands, and her friend's laughter waited at the corner table. Elena turned toward it, not running, not explaining, just returning to herself. Some doors close quietly, some stay closed because on the other side is the person you fought to become. She walked back to the light, to work that mattered, to people who did not mistake control for love. And the distance between then and now measured itself in a single, liberating word: no.
Morning at the cafe moved in its usual rhythm, grinders humming, milk frothing, a soft chorus of hellos and refills, until the last carton ran dry. Maya grabbed her keys, promised she'd be right back, and hurried to the nearest mall for milk. Arms full of cartons, she turned toward the exit, and time stopped. There he was, not alone, her cousin at his side. A little girl between them, 5 years old, a hand in each of theirs, the picture of a family. The shock stole her breath, the ache reminded her why. Some wounds don't ask permission before they return. They just arrive, uninvited, undeniable. Maya didn't speak, she didn't shout, she did the hardest thing, she kept moving. Back at the cafe, she set the milk down, found a quiet corner, and let the tears come. For a minute, she let the past have its say. Then she wiped her face, washed her hands, and walked back into the light of her own work. The smile returned to her lips, the truth stayed in her eyes. She poured cappuccinos like small prayers, steady, warm, unbroken. Evening found her locking up, chairs flipped, lights low, the bell above the door soft in the quiet. A gentle voice broke the hush. Are you okay? A regular, kind and careful with his words, stood at the threshold. He didn't pry, he simply offered help. Let me drive you home. Just to be safe. They rode in the kind of silence that understands, city lights sliding across the dashboard like slow water. No answers needed, no explanations owed. At her curb he parked, and they shared a small, human goodbye. Thank yous, a nod that said more than a speech ever could. Later, at the studio, her friends gathered, no speeches there either, only presence. A hand on her shoulder. A hug that lasted long enough. Tea cooling on a table covered in paint. The night didn't erase the hurt, but it made room for something else. The knowing that pain doesn't get the final word when love refuses. Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up, do you not perceive it? Isaiah chapter 43 verses 18 to 19. Letting go doesn't erase what happened. It frees your hands to hold what's next.
Diverging now it shows, a trust fund to grind, a dropout of that. always go.